you believe they left this place to crumble? They haven't done a thing. It's amazing they've let it go to pot. This must have been a crown jewel for them when it was built. It's hard to imagine that it's disposable, it's done with, they don't want anything to do with it now. We'd gone with some friends of the family who were from Maine up to visit their grandparents. We drove into Lewiston. We decided we were going to take a trip into the mall. And they hadn't been in a couple of years. And it was empty. There was no cars in the parking lot. They go, gosh, is it closed? And they said, no, there's 2 or 3 cars here. It just must be a really quiet day. And we all walked into the mall, and there was no stores left. This mall had just ceased to exist. What would happen that would make everybody just go somewhere else or not come there anymore? I got my license and I started driving around, and every exit that had a mall that was struggling. And I realized it was a nationwide thing. When you first get there, there's this once powerful structure, and you're standing there and you feel this big, and I think that's the way you were supposed to feel when it was working, and you still feel that way. To me, it beckons. It's this thing that I have to go up and peer into the windows. I have to get inside.
Pete wondered whether he was the only one upset with the demise of the traditional suburban mall. In 1999, he and his friend Brian Florence went public with a website, deadmalls.com, sharing their field notes and artifacts. It wasn't long before they were inundated with emails and photos from hundreds of other troubled people throughout North America, all wanting to commiserate about dying malls.
Moving set. Well, they moved. They're somewhere else now.
John Hollick, an accountant from Akron, Ohio, was one of the many who felt the need to write in about his mall.
Rolling Acres opened August 6, 1975, with Sears and 21 other stores as a perfect example of mid-70s mall design. At the center was the Court of the 12 Trees, with its unique stainless steel and orange tile fountain surrounded by 12 Indian laurel trees. The mall was absolutely filled with natural light, from giant skylights and those soaring ceilings throughout. Wow! To a poor 11-year-old kid growing up in the depressed industrial town of Barberton, this was like a fantasy world, all new and sparkling and bright and light, compared to an otherwise gray and declining area.
The feelings that people had towards these malls were almost universal. They would say, my mall is dying, and this is where I spent my childhood, and now it's gone to rack and ruin. Our parents had downtowns that they went, and that's a place that they were able to express themselves and decide who they wanted to be. And for us, it was the mall.
There's a spirit to this mall. There's a soul here, and that spirit and soul will not allow this place to die.
Penny's has been here forever. I am so happy. Right next to them was a bank also.
I forget the name of those banks.
We have little people here, and it's the tenants, it's the people running the little restaurants. It's all a bunch of little people who are keeping a big dream alive.
The newest mall is safe until the next newest mall is built. The problem with that is it leaves a trail of malls behind.
People that came from Barberton and Norton. What are they going to do?
Well, we will be lost with something if this mall closes.
I'm just going to swing this way. You want to grab one of the sign up there, Brian? When a mall ends up on the website, and when a management company finds out it's on the website, I've gotten threatened with lawsuits before. It's a finger in the face of anybody who feels that they can neglect their building or neglect the mall that they created. I don't think people think of the dark side. We didn't think about it at all.
As mall rats mourn the passing of the traditional American shopping center, thousands of miles away, the mall is finding a new host.